Almost every day, an incident is in the news. A crying newborn is abandoned in a dumpster. A toddler beaten or burned beyond recognition. A teen used as a sex slave. Child abuse is an epidemic, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. 5 children die every day from abuse. 79% who are killed are under the age of 4. Unfortunately, statistics in the state of Florida are comparable.
Most recent statistics here in the state of Florida indicated that 228,000 calls came into the hotline, leading to investigations regarding child abuse. When a child is removed from their home, either a police officer or a case manager must make an immediate decision on whether that child needs emergency care in a hospital or where's an appropriate placement for them. That could be with a family member, in a foster care program, in a shelter, or a residential facility. In each of those decisions, safety is of paramount importance.
Child abuse victims arrive at emergency shelters traumatized and frightened. To repair their shattered lives, they require a safe, secure, and loving environment where they can learn to trust adults who meet their varying needs. In Florida, one of the largest licensed emergency shelters is Hibiscus Children's Center, operating in Jensen Beach for ages newborn to 12, and in Vero Beach for teenagers. Defenseless children from throughout the state are brought to these shelters at all hours. Immediately, they receive nurturing care 24/7 from volunteers and a staff of career professionals.
When a child first arrives, our initial goal is to ensure that they feel safe, protected, and loved, so the healing process begins. And to ensure this occurs, we right away assess whether or not they've had anything to eat, and we feed them. We also provide them with a physical, make arrangements for them to see a dentist, and of course they spend time with a therapist so that we can ascertain their emotional and psychological needs. We know that the nurturing and healing process is underway when our children begin smiling and laughing once again. When they engage with other children in the center, you can certainly see them growing and developing.
To begin treatment, professional therapists assess, evaluate, and diagnose both immediate and long-term needs. Then they develop customized treatment plans, working with the children to help alleviate the suffering and trauma they have endured.
We provide professional therapeutic counseling to start the healing process and assist the children with understanding that through no fault of theirs, they came into foster care. What happens is children are removed from the home due to physical, sexual abuse, neglect, and they feel and think about the world in a different way. They don't feel good about themselves, they don't feel they belong, they don't feel they're loved, they can't really connect with others. And what we do is we help them separate the negatives from the positives, and we empower the children to feel loved, to feel they belong, to feel that they're cared for.
Since its modest beginnings in 1985, Hibiscus Children's Center has expanded, becoming the state's model residential and treatment agency. Facilities have been added in 4 counties along Florida's Treasure Coast and Okeechobee. Residential prevention and recovery programs have been increased to meet the need. A concerned community of partners and volunteers are working to keep up with the growing problem of child abuse, abandonment, and neglect.
There are key challenges in sheltering children, and our community has truly stepped up to help these children. One example is our literacy program, where we provide direct reading instruction to children as a result of their education being so disrupted. Secondly, we've even had nutritionists come in and help design gardens for us for healthy eating habits for children, so for the first time in their lives, maybe they would actually sit down for a structured meal that they've never had before in the past. And also on a one-to-one basis, we even have music opportunities. We have a recreation facility where boys and girls can come in and learn how to play the piano and the guitar, just like any other child who has not been a victim of abuse.
Innovative outreach programs are having a positive role in the lives of 1,100 at-risk children and families. They are serviced at the Child Development Center, residential facilities, and in the community each month. The programs are helping to reduce and prevent the incidence of abuse and neglect.
The primary prevention program is called Supporting Families in Crisis. It provides in-home services to families and has a 98% success rate in preventing these families from entering into the child welfare system. The foster care program recruits, trains, and licenses foster families to provide a safe home for children who have been abused and neglected. The group home program provides homes for children who come from large sibling groups or have challenging behaviors that are not able to remain in a foster home. Another program is the Career Pathways to Independence program that provides job training to children who live in our group homes and in foster homes in the community.
We at Hibiscus Children's Center agree with what Nelson Mandela once said: "We owe our children a life free of violence and fear. By providing the most vulnerable with safety, security, and love, they can grow into healthy, productive adults."
The saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. With dedication and determination, one concerned community created an award-winning village and multifaceted center. They are raising up children from traumatic beginnings to promising futures.
I'm David Wilkins, Secretary of the Florida Department of Children and Families. I had the pleasure of visiting Hibiscus Children's Center and was highly impressed by their dedication to Florida's most vulnerable children. Organizations like Hibiscus are our last line of hope in sheltering and treating abused children and pointing them in a direction with the tools required for them to be happy, self-sufficient, and productive members of our communities.
Now more than ever before, the need is great. You can brighten the life of our children as well as children from across the state of Florida by donating to Hibiscus Children's Center. We sincerely appreciate the support provided by our generous community.
For more information, call 772-334-9311 and visit hibiscuschildrencenter.org.